They have a tough task on their hands, though, as they play Kazakhstan, who were the big winners on match day 1 in Kaunas. Well, Group A looks like this after the match that has just been finished. Venezuela in their first World Cup on their debuts, won for the second successive match, so 6 points will be enough to put them into the round of 16. Kazakhstan will join them if they can win here today as well. It would leave Lithuania and Costa Rica sweating on trying to get through as one of the best third-place teams. The top 2 go through automatically, don't forget, as do 4 of the best third-place finishers. Lithuania competed all the way with Venezuela in their opening match, but it was that late goal that ultimately cost them from Vidal. Heartbreak, there were tears at the end, but they come here with good support behind them as well here in Kaunas, and they hope that they can cause a shock today against Kazakhstan, who put 6 past Costa Rica on Sunday. Yevgen Rivkin, you just saw the back of his head there, the Ukrainian in charge of Lithuania. Kazakhstan in a third appearance at the FIFA Futsal World Cup, reached the round of 16 in Colombia in 2016. Lithuania are ranked 84 places lower in the rankings than Kazakhstan, in 91st. Players just about to make their entrance here at the Kaunas Arena. Seen some tight affairs over the opening days of competition in the 2 groups that are based here for the early stages of the group. This is the last time Kazakhstan will play here in Kaunas. They move to Vilnius for their final group game against Costa Rica. Lithuania will stay. They play all their home games here. So the teams will be introduced to the crowd, starting with the Lithuanians.
And now please welcome tonight's referees.
Who are the referees? We have a referee, a second referee, third referee on the sidelines, the timekeeper, and a reserve assistant referee as well. There's video support as well, which is manned just down by the timekeeper. So a couple of video support appeals in the opening match today. Let's see if we get any more appeals in this second match. So Lithuania will be led out by their captain, Justinas Zagurskas. Scored their goal that levelled things up against Venezuela in the opening match. He did pick up a yellow card in that match, so another yellow card for him today. He would miss the final group match. Laurinus Glinskis, number 1, one of the 2 goalkeepers, plays his futsal in England with Manchester. Justus Zagaris is the starting goalkeeper for them tonight. These players are semi-professional. It was something that their coach said, that the lack of top quality games and the lack of a Champions League really costing Lithuania, or the lack of an appearance in the Champions League for the club sides. A lot of these players play for Kaunas Žalgiris. Artur Jukno is the last man to join the lineup. And there's the man, one of the top goalkeepers in the world, Higita, for Kazakhstan.
And now, please welcome our guests, the national team of Kazakhstan.
Higita. Born in Rio, one of a number of Brazilian-born players now naturalised Kazakhstan. Tied in there, scored twice in the opening game. The 5 starting players, they only use 6 players off the bench in the opening match. You can use up to 9, of course, but Paulo Figueroa opting just to use the 6 off the bench and rotate with his starting 5. Yezmanov, another player that was on the mark in that opening game. There's Darren Turzagulov. It's a very good performance by Kazakhstan. They really did run Costa Rica ragged in that first game. There's the goalkeeper. Didn't feature in the first game, Nuran Serikov. So Higita is a big name to have between the posts for Kazakhstan. So the teams line up, and we'll have the 2 national anthems, the anthem of Kazakhstan and the anthem of Lithuania, the host nation.
Rise for a national anthem of Kazakhstan. Mėlyje kilkime iš vietos. Nacionalinis Kazakstano himnas. Ponios ir ponai, Lietuvos Respublikos himnas.
Lithuania has waited a long time to host a FIFA tournament. Lithuania have waited a long time to play in a Futsal World Cup, and this is their chance. Sagaras is the goalkeeper. Justinis Agurska scored the goal and was booked in the first game. Davidas Rimaris got the assist for the goal, and Arta Yukno makes up the starting 5. And these the players available off the bench. Just 6 of them used by Yevgen Rifkin in the opening match. Will he opt to rotate things a little bit more here in their second game? They know that they have to win, really, but they'll find Kazakhstan, who are ranked 7 in the world, particularly tough opponents. Well, they've put the defeat in the last match behind them. Higita, one of the world's top goalkeepers. Tynan, as we say, scored twice in that first game. Tuzagulov was also on the bench, on the score sheet rather, as was Douglas Jr., another of the Brazilian-born players. Goran Nerzagozin was one of the 6 players used in rotation by Paulo Figueroa, another Brazilian-born coach. Here's Malinov, got the opening goal. Very talented bunch of futsal players, Kazakhstan. Referees Gabor Kovac from Hungary, Nikola Jelic from Croatia is the second referee, and Josh Wilkins from the USA, the third referee. Juan Cordero from Spain is the timekeeper. Yevgen Rivkin, the man born in Ukraine, knows how difficult it has been to prepare his side. The Baltic Futsal Cup was cancelled due to COVID, while Paulo Figueroa, the man in charge of Kazakhstan.
Your audience, you should wear a mask during all the game.
Douglas Jr. was on the score sheet in that first match. So can Lithuania get some points on the board to stand a chance of making it through to the round of 16? That's the man they're going to have to beat. Leo Higita, been voted best goalkeeper in the world on 4 occasions. Tynan is vastly experienced. Spent 2 seasons at Kairat Almaty. Douglas Jr. also plays at Kairat Almaty in Kazakhstan.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
So it is Kazakhstan in blue that will get us underway. So a win would put them through to the round of 16. Can Lithuania frustrate and hold them at bay? 5 of the players in the Kazakhstan side played in Colombia 5 years ago. Ball by Douglas Jr. Tynan in a good position, and the opening goal of the game just 24 seconds in, and not the start Lithuania wanted. Kazakhstan's first attack has led to the opening goal of the game, and Tynan scores, and Lithuania already find themselves trailing. Two goals in the opening game for Tynan. That's his 3rd of the tournament. Was a futsal runner-up in the UEFA Champions League in 2018-19. Kozanovic trying to get on the end of that Darren Diayev ball, but it was just too far ahead of him. Well, Yevgen Rivkin said before the game, it's just that lack of experience in high-level matches that have played a part. They're semi-professionals, Lithuania. Don't have a lot of strong opponents to play, whereas Kazakhstan playing regularly in the Champions League. Or Kazakhstan's players, rather, playing regularly in the Champions League. Orozov. Challenged by Darren Diayev. Tuzagulov with the kick in. Spitinis. Much emotion on the face of Paulo Figueroa, but he'll have been delighted to have seen his side score so early on in the match. Orozov. Tynan. Douglas Jr. Challenged by Samsonic. Darren Diayev. Douglas Jr. just got to the ball first. Orazov. Good movement along the front line by Turzagulov. Angle was tight for the shot, blocked by Darren Diayev. Spitinis, just a little bit too far ahead of Samsonic. It was a good ball. It just needed a little bit of the pace taken off it. Lithuania felt they should have had a foul there in the corner with Samsonic going over. Early change with Yukno coming on. Tynan. Allowed to run back to the goalkeeper, Zagaras. Yukno. Just too high again for Voskanovic. So Romaris on for Kazakhstan, for Lithuania rather. Here comes Leo Higuita. Can only have onto the ball the goalkeeper 4 seconds in his own half, don't forget. Once he crosses the halfway line or releases the ball, he's okay. Romaris. In terms of Gulov, it was Voskanovic's shot. Douglas Jr. Tynan. Turzagulov looking to make room for the shot. It goes all the way across for Kazakhstan, kicking over on the far side. Lost all 3 group games on their opening appearance in 2000. Kazakhstan, heavy defeat to Brazil, narrow defeat to Guatemala, and a 6-2 reverse against Portugal. Fair slightly better in Colombia. Victories over Costa Rica and the Solomon Islands in the group before they lost 5-2 to Spain. 8 games played in World Cup so far, 3 wins. Higuita went for goal himself, pushed away by Zagaras. Turzagulov with it, keeping Kazakhstan. Tynan's header down, looking for Orazov, but wide again. Zagaras will try and get Lithuania moving forward. It's a misplaced pass and an unnecessary corner given away by Lithuania. It's just little errors like that that I think infuriate coaches. Yevgen Rivkin. His side will have to defend well today. That's just too high for Turzagulov to get over the top of the ball. Akbalakov. Orazov. Kanaub. Turzagulov. Trying to get away from Zagurskas. Foul by Yukno. So the first direct foul of the game. Zagulov over the free kick. Will he go for goal? Now Kazakhstan going different directions. Nice ball. It's right in front of goal. Saved by Zagaris. Good save to deny Yezmanov. Well worked free kick. It just rebounded into the path of Verde-Amarela. In fact, Zagaris with a save. And a foul on Zenzikas. It's a good run here from Samsonic, who got him behind. And Kazakhstan forced to concede the corner. Corner just driven in towards that near post. It's gone for another corner. Darren Diayev. Wasted from Spatinis. Crowd finally lifted by a couple of decent forward moves from Lithuania. Kanaub. And Balakov wins it back. Kanaub. Nurgazin. Balakov. Foul goes against Kazakhstan. Zagaris coming forward, tried a shot, just flicked in front of goal, and it just ran away from Higuita, and Samsonic couldn't quite react in time to stab the ball home. Best chance of the game for Lithuania so far. But both goalkeepers have had efforts on goal. Oh, it's almost a good ball again. Yezmanov just gets that away. This is better from Lithuania. Settled down into the game a little bit now. We've played almost 6 minutes of the opening period. Kicking straight into the arms of Leo Higuita. Yezmanov. Balakov. Nurgazin back to Kanaub. Good defending. Darren Diayev stood his ground really well. Now, Voskanovic. Life's given away. Balakov, good save, Zagaris. Again, Lithuania giving the ball away in a dangerous position and having to call on their goalkeeper, their last line of defence, to beat the ball away. Kanaub. Higuita's up supporting the attack once again. Fortunately, the rebound falls to Kanaub because Higuita was still a long way out of his goal and still is a long way out of his goal. Nurgazin, Yezmanov went for that top corner, but too much height on it. Good spell of possession there from Kazakhstan. Oh, it's gone right the way across goal and no one really attacked it. Buckman was in the middle. Great ball across by Zagurskas. Good vision from Kanaub, Orozov. Knaub. Another shot fired over the top. 9 shots already from Kazakhstan in the opening stages. No. Good drop of the shoulder from Senzikas. It's another chance for Lithuania, which they haven't managed to take. Great run. Senzikas, one of the Kaunas Žalgiris players. Tuzagulov. Orazov. There's a collision there between Orazov and Yukno. Such a fast-moving game. You almost need eyes in the back of your head at times. Douglas Junior's over the free kick. Zagurskas will come back the full 5 metres. So Douglas Junior over the free kick for Kazakhstan. To Zagulov. Good block, Zagurskas. That's what he was put there for. Douglas Junior. Taking it wide, it's pushed away by Zagaris. To Zagulov. Orazov. Oh, hits the bar. Scored in the opening match, that 6-1 win over Costa Rica. Orazov wasn't too far away from getting another goal there. Good challenging back by Tuzagulov. Leo Higuita. Now Orazov. Tynan. Right in front of goal. Senzikas. It's all on his own here. Stabbed with the outside of the foot. Gathered in by Higuita. They've managed to create some shots, have Yevgen Rivkin's side in this first half. Higuita's been called into action on a couple of occasions now. Tuzagulov, Douglas Junior. Zagurskas, Senzikas. Figueroa just calming his side down a bit. He knows there's lots of time to go. Well in control in terms of possession, Kazakhstan at the moment. Only the 1 goal to show for their possession so far, though. They're into double figures on the shot count already. Tynan. Took a deflection, it goes wide for the corner. Halfway through the first period. Douglas Junior. Here comes Higuita. Douglas Junior. To Zagulov. Zagulov. Angle was tight for Orazov. Another good save by Zagaris. He's been the busy with the 2 goalkeepers in the first half so far. Douglas Junior. Tynan. That's hit his own player, Orazov. Just a little bit of a misunderstanding between those two. Argentina, don't forget, the defending champions. Everybody had to knock them off their perch. Brazil, 5 titles in the previous 8. Spain have won it twice, back-to-back in Guatemala and Chinese Taipei. Argentina winning in Colombia 5 years ago, that thrilling final against Russia when they won 5-4. Brazil, Spain and Argentina have competed in every edition of the Futsal World Cup so far. That's a good ball. Chance now for Lithuania to get on the score sheet. Nice ball played in the reverse from Spitinis, but no one able to get on the end of it in the middle. It's unfortunate. A foul on Yukno. It's a heavy challenge. So both sides have now committed 3 accumulated fouls in this first period. They get to 5. Anything after that would mean a free shot from the 10-metre, the second penalty spot. No wall allowed. So Lithuania's kicking, they trail by a goal to 0. Tied after 24 seconds getting on the mark for Kazakhstan. Lithuania didn't really have time to settle into the game before that goal, but it's been a better performance from them despite the fact they are conceding possession and they've not had as many shots. Nurgazin. Yes, Mananov. Balikov. By Higuita. It was a good ball as well. It was a flick header from Yezmanov. Great vision from the goalkeeper, Leo Higuita. Another corner won by Zagurskas for Lithuania. Would have been some goal then, as yes, Mananov managed to guide the header into the net. Looking for his second goal of the tournament. 3 corners each. Now. Oh, it's given away a chance. Oh, he didn't set himself at all. Bukma, what a chance that was to make himself a bit of a hero. Thomas Bukma. Nowhere near the goal. Higuita was so far out of position. All he had to do really was just roll it into the net. He was a little bit surprised to receive the ball in that position. I don't know, but that was a glorious opportunity for Lithuania to level. Balikov. Kanau. Yezmanov. Kanau. That'll be a foul by Bukma and a yellow card for the Lithuanian number 6. Goes into the book. Just recovered under pressure from Vosganovic. Nurgazin. Kanau. patient again, this from Kazakhstan, just trying to grind down those Lithuanian defenders. Higita. Crowd not enjoying the fact that Kazakhstan are just hogging the ball at the moment. And Higita caught in possession almost. Now there's a chance for Senzikas, blocked in front of him by Knaub. Always a dangerous game when your goalkeeper's playing so far up the pitch. Came to nothing though. Knaub to Spitinis. Here's Mananov with a kick in for Kazakhstan. Knaub went for the side foot. Side foot sit over the top. Zagari straight at the goalkeeper, who's out of his goal. It's a good effort from Higita, he was on target. Good covering by the captain, Zagurskas. Well, he's an experienced character, Higita. And you don't get best goalkeeper in the world 4 times if you haven't got a good futsal brain on you. Now Zagurskas. Through to Leo Higita. I think Paulo Figueroa will probably be disappointed his side haven't scored more goals in this opening half, especially having gone in front just 24 seconds in through Tainan. Tainan's just back on the field again. Douglas Jr. now at Balakov. Tainan. 4:43 to go in the opening period. Orazov charged down again by Yukno. Crowd appreciating the efforts of the Lithuanian players at the moment. Can they get themselves an equaliser? Douglas Jr. continues his run. Douglas Jr. Now Yukno. Spitinis. Verde-Amarela. Just out of the reach of Spitinis. Here's Mananov, good ball forward to Orazov. Felt he was impeded as he got the shot in, but it's good defending again. It was Samsonic that got the initial challenge in. Yukno, Tainan. Zagulov, allowed to run by Orazov, but not quite on the same wavelength as Tainan in behind him. Zagaris once again. Oh, he's out of position. There's a tug of the shirt. So a fourth accumulated foul against Lithuania. Verde-Amarela. Tug of the shirt on Douglas Jr. In fact, that's the fifth accumulated foul. So Scoreboard just a little bit slow to react here to that, so any more fouls now by Lithuania rather would lead to a shot from the second penalty spot, which is 10 metres from goal. Douglas Jr. Tynan. So Lithuania kick in to Douglas Jr.'s surprise. Zagaris. Put on a play by Verde-Amarela. Now Tynan. That's given away. Butchma couldn't quite bring it under control. Douglas Jr. High over the top. Timeout here called by Lithuania.
Timeout for Lithuania.
2:28 to go in the first period. And he'll be delighted his side have managed to keep this to 1-0 in the first period, having fallen behind so early on. They have frustrated Kazakhstan. Zagaris in goal has had a couple of shots as well as making a couple of saves at the other end. 7 shots on target for Kazakhstan so far. The shot from Morozov that hit the crossbar earlier on. Showed their luck a little at times, Lithuania. It's Tynan. Gulov, the furthest man forward at the moment, being marshalled by Zagurskas. Tynan. Douglas Jr. Douglas Jr. good foot in by Voskanovic. Tynan. Good block from Senzikas. Looking for his second goal of the game, Tynan. Higita. Now Douglas Jr. Terzagulov. Gets the shot in, pushed away by Zagaris. Just opened up in front of Terzagulov. One touch and got the shot away. So timeout called by Kazakhstan this time. Kazakhstan lead by a goal to 0.
Você viu que quando ela vem e volta para lá, que você achou o Fusa saiu correndo e recebeu a bola melhor. Faz aqui a Triduva, ok? Triduva com pisada, Triduva externa. Tá на пас. Хорошо. И здесь 15 номер. 15 номер он играет очень шире, очень высоко. Биржан, Доуглас, Турса, Доуглас, Тайнана, Турса, Турса на Доуглас.
Well, created plenty of openings in this first half. Kazakhstan.
Tô vendo que é o 15.
Just one goal to show for their efforts so far, though.
Посмотри тоже на это игру.
So it is Kazakhstan to restart. It is their corner. Douglas Jr. Tynan. Comes to nothing again. Approaching the final minutes of the opening period. Douglas Jr. Space here for Turzagulov. Douglas Jr. Higuita coming forward again to join up the dots at the back. Douglas Jr. Turzagulov. Threaded through to Tynan. Orazov. Straight at the goalkeeper. Higuita's a long way out of his goal and he bounces just wide. So close from Zigaras. Well, we said that the danger of the goalkeeper coming forward. Zigaras, who's had a couple of shots already, wasn't too far away. Would have lifted the roof off this place if that would have dropped in. Higuita racing back. It was just trying to turn and it only went a metre or so wide. He made himself a bit of a hero then, Zigaras. Not to be, though. Douglas Jr. side-footed just wide. Higuita's quickly out of his goal to get there just before Voskanovic trying to spin away. Voskanovic continued his run. He hits the shins of Orazov. Straight into the arms of Higuita. Tynan, just a quick glance up at the scoreboard to see we're inside the final 10 seconds. Yukno needs to get a shot in if he can. Stab goalwards again, but stabbed wide as the hooter goes to bring us to the end of a half that holds just the one goal. Good performance by Lithuania, having fallen behind to Tynan's 24-second opener. But they couldn't find an equaliser. Kazakhstan couldn't find a way through the Lithuanian defences. And it was Zigaras there, the man who nearly equalised at the end with his shot from inside his own area. But at half-time, it's the host nation Lithuania 0, Kazakhstan 1. So some reflection for Kazakhstan coach Paulo Figueroa at half-time. Side put 6 past Costa Rica. They've had 27 shots, 9 on target, and he'll certainly feel there should be more than 1 goal to the good, but take nothing away from Lithuania's resilience. Would have been easy for their heads to drop with that early goal after just 24 seconds. Here are the stats from that first half. Just 35% of the ball for Lithuania. 12 shots on goal, just the 3 on target. 8 saves made by Zigaras. He's done his best to keep his side in the game. The 3 saves made by Higuita. They gave those 5 fouls away, but didn't concede another, so no free kicks from no shots from the 10-metre second penalty spot. Tynan's goal coming after just 24 seconds. Not the start Lithuania wanted, but they did manage to settle into the game and have looked pretty solid at the back since.
ir patiems kažką padaryti. Taigi Vardyto kviečia jūs pažaisti. Taip, štai, nuostabi merginų porelė, merginos, papraukite bongo kelią. Girls, would be so nice to play drums. The man, the wrestler. Labas vakaras, ponė. Vardyto sako taip, drauginti, matot save ekrane, pažvelkite. You should watch the screen. Take a look. Now I'll be here too. Taip, į Vardyto, gali groti šitom galvom, į Vardyto, matai 3 būtai prieš tave. 3 gražios galvos, jos, kokia nuotrauka. Praktiškai šeima. Jis ir jų bendriukas į Vardyto. Taip, plojimai jiems, o dabar groja. Bongo Camp, vis dar vyksta. Plojimai palaiko. Taip, į Vardyto pamažėlę pereina net ne į Bongo Campą, bet į Dance Campą, nes kai kurie tiesiog ir šoka į būtus, net nesistengia pataikyti. Bet galbūt tai ir nėra svarbu, svarbiausia įti gerą nuotaiką. Štai čia vienas iš garsiausių šio vakaro kampų sektorių mūsų arenoje ir natūralu, kad jie į Vardyto palaiko itin karštai. Į Vardyto pagaliau rado savo gerbėjus.
So the host nation, Lithuania, back in action in Kaunas after the heartbreaking defeat in their opening game at the weekend when they lost out to a last-minute goal to Venezuela. Kazakhstan were the big winners in the group, a 6-1 victory over Costa Rica. Lithuania fired up in front of a good crowd here at the Kaunas Arena, but they weren't prepared for what was to come because just 24 seconds in, the Brazilian Tynan found himself in behind the Lithuanian defence, and Kazakhstan, ranked 7 in the world, went ahead early on before Lithuania had hardly touched the ball. They did settle into the game though after that, the host nation. They had some defending to do though. It was the goalkeeper Leo Higuita that forced his opposite number Zagaris into a save. And they were working the ball well, seeing plenty of the ball, Kazakhstan. Some great defending though from Lithuania. Zagaris again. Shot blocked from Akbalikov. The goalkeeper as well at the other end who came forward with a shot. It took a deflection of Samsonic, but not enough to take it in past Higuita, who reacted well to make one of a number of saves he made in that first half. Kazakhstan were firing at will. Orazov struck the underside of the bar, looking to score for the second consecutive match. Paulo Figueroa knew there's plenty of time to go, but he'll be disappointed his side haven't managed to find another goal. Zagaris again with a save again from Orazov. Goalkeeper came forward once more straight at Higuita, who tried to catch his opposite number out. It was headed away by Zagurskas. Good covering by the captain. Douglas Jr. was pulling the strings, as was Terzagulov. He couldn't find a way through either. Zagaris made 8 saves in that first half, and he went close to scoring as well a little later on. Goalkeeper out of position. He was just a metre or so wide. Disappointment for the crowd, disappointment for the coach. But Lithuania still in this at 1-0, but work to do in the second half.
Extraordinary defines what goes beyond the norm. And the way to get there is far from ordinary. You must leave nothing untried to reach further, make things better, and bring the future closer to today. Roda's family of electrified SUVs is here. On to better.
We've been awarded the world's best airline of 2021, but it's more than an award for being the only global airline to continue through the pandemic.
it's the recap. Let me remind about the first half. So the Lithuanian team was playing all the 20 minutes, but not the first 20 seconds. And Kazakhstan was so fast, and the player number 3, Lena, scored just once, and the result after the first half is 0-1. Leiskite priminti, kad pirmojo kėlinio metu 20 sekundę kažkur panašiai, būtent trečiasis numeris Kazachstano rinktinėje, tai Danas pelnė įvartį ir šiuo metu rezultatas 0-1. Ir dabar vėjai klausimas jums, tiems, kurie supranta mane, nes aš kalbu ne angliškai, mums reikėtų sužinoti. Who is here to support Kazakhstan? Someone? Anybody? O kas palaiko Lietuvos rinktinę? Tuomet mums tikrai reikia jūsų palaikymo visą antrojo kėlinio metu. Nenutylam!
Welcome back to Kaunas. That man's goal separating the sides. Tynan, who scored after just 24 seconds, the Brazilian-born number 3 for Kazakhstan. Orazov hit the underside of the bar, a fierce shot. And it was Zagaras, the goalkeeper for Lithuania, that went close. He's gathering the ball with Higita off his line, and he cleared the ball the length of the pitch, but it just went wide of the target. But Lithuania were resilient, having conceded that opening goal. It would have been easy for their heads to drop, but they are still in this at 1-0. Although Kazakhstan had much more of the ball, had many more shots. But there's a good resilience about the host nation in this game at the moment. Good crowd in to support them as well tonight. If they can get a goal, it would work wonders for their confidence, you would feel. But it's a tough ask against the goalkeeper, the experience and quality of Higita, and the players in front of him, of course, that have guided Kazakhstan to 7th ranked in the world. Tynan scored twice at the weekend. Lithuania, no, they have to try and get something from today. If Kazakhstan will go through along with Venezuela at the top of the group with 6 points out of 6. Lithuania then would have to hope to beat Costa Rica in their final game, and the same scenario for Costa Rica, really, to hope that 3 points might be enough to see them go through as one of the 4 best third-place teams. Lithuania get us underway then, second period, trailing by a goal to 0. 20 minutes of frantic futsal action to come. Voskanovic goes past Tynan. Good save by Higita. Tynan. Orazov. So hit that thunderous shot which came off the underside of the bar, Orazov, in the first half. Tynan. Looking for Douglas Jr. 3 Brazilian-born players out there for Kazakhstan at the moment. Higita, Douglas Jr. and Tynan. Here come Kazakhstan on the attack at the start of the second period. Voskanovic runs straight into Tynan. To Zagulov. Just over the top. The tips from the goalkeeper. It's a Lithuanian player down. It's Voskanovic. So corner to Kazakhstan. Good block again to Zagulov with a shot. Higita. Douglas Jr. Tynan. Angle was tight, side netting. Got a dissimilar position to where he scored the goal in the opening minute. Tynan. Header down was from Spitinis. Lithuanian kick-in. Derendiayev. In fact, he's missed Derendiayev out. It's Senzikas. Tynan. Zagaris trying to thread that through to Douglas Jr., who tries his luck from a long way out. For the long ball approach at the moment, Lithuania, when they get the ball, looking for the header. Spitinis again. Couldn't glide that one down into the path of Samsonic. Tennis with a shot over the top. So the top two teams in each group go through automatically to the round of 16. 4 of the best third-placed finishers will join them. Lithuania would hope to continue their involvement in the competition, as would Costa Rica, of course, who've lost both their opening games. Zagurskis. Senzikas. Just run the ball out of play. So before today, 12 games had produced 87 goals so far. It's an average of over 7 goals a game. Just the one in this one at the moment. Tynan. Douglas Jr. Orozov. Terzagulov. Douglas Jr. just left the ball behind. Zagurskis. Terzagulov. Orozov. Players on at the moment for Kazakhstan are the 5 that started the match, the preferred 5 by Paulo Figueroa. Both coaches have only used 4 different players off the bench of the 9 potentially available to them. It's a corner prevented by Zagaris, his full stretch dive. Zagaris. Buchman. Voskanovic. Zagurskis, the captain. Yukno. Giving away to Orozov. Just tried to feed that one into Douglas Jr. Kanau. Orozov. Kanau with a shot. Oh, it's hit the inside of the post and bounced away. I don't think it crossed the line. Balakov and Zagaris hits the bar this time. Well, incidents at both ends. think they're going to check this. I think he's called for a review, Paulo Figueroa. They seem to think the ball had crossed the line. I thought it came off the inside of the post and bounced away. Did it cross the line? Or was the whole of the ball over the line? Didn't hit the post, it actually hit that angle at the bottom of the goal. Zagaris wasn't concerned though, he picked up the ball and launched it goalwards and it hit the crossbar. But the referees will have a look at this. Yeah, the whole of the ball looks to have crossed the line. It's difficult to see just with it. In fact, has the whole of the ball crossed the line just there, maybe? Can't see daylight between the post and the ball. It's a very, very tight decision. What do they do here, the referees between them? It'll be tough on Lithuania if it is given as a goal, because they were in the game. They very nearly scored straight from the resumption. No goal. So they couldn't prove conclusively that the ball had crossed the line. It means that Kazakhstan have lost their challenge. It's a little bit of a let-off, you feel, for Lithuania, but they're still in the game at 1-0. So video support called into action for what it's supposed to be, to confirm major decisions. First time it's been used, of course, at a FIFA Futsal World Cup. Here's Knaub and Nurgazin. Higuita. Twice he's seen his side go close now. Yevgen Rifkin. Most to this man, Zagaris, who's on the ball now. He's going to try his luck again just then. Vosganovic. Samsonic. Here's Manonov. Knaub. Bounces up and out of play. It'll be a Kazakhstan kick-in. It's the fifth different player used off the bench now for Kazakhstan. Tokayev has just come on. Here he's on the ball. Nurgazin. Higuita. Balakov. It's a game that's following a similar pattern to the one at the weekend when Lithuania fell behind. They did manage to get level in that one and then frustrated Venezuela for long periods in the second half. Vosganovic. Balakov. Too sure that ball hadn't crossed the line. It was very close to the referee over on that far side, but he didn't give the foul. Here's Manonov. Fired high over the top. Kazakhstan's shot count is up to 34 now. Lithuania have had exactly half that. No. Here's Mananov. Terzagulov. Kazakhstan will go to Vilnius to play their final game against Venezuela in 3 days' time. Lithuania stay here in Kaunas. They'll take on Costa Rica. Good ball for Romaris. Higuita just waited his moment for the ball to drop into the area. Junior's back on again. Here he is on the ball. Nurga's in. Terzagulov. Technically a very good team, Kazakhstan. They hold on to the ball, but as you can see, it's not going down well with the home supporters. Gathered in by Zagaris. With the Lithuania kick in. Senzikas. Away to Douglas Jr. Shot took a deflection. Zagaris just managed to adjust his body and clear the ball away. The referee did play the advantage, but he has gone back to give the foul against Lithuania. So it will count as one of their accumulated fouls for this second period. First one from either side, in fact, with 8.5 minutes gone. Douglas Jr. Terzagulov. It's up on his backside once again. Garis with a good ball forward. Higuita getting up above Spitinis. Spitinis had just got the final touch on that. That's a good decision. Higuita pushed it into the back of Spitinis' head. He's probably the tallest player in the Lithuanian side, Spitinis, but Higuita, of course, has the benefit of being able to use his hands. Here's Douglas Jr. Straight at Zagaris again. Orzov with a challenge. They're trying to use the heading ability of Spitinis, particularly from Zagaris' throwouts. Was a slip. Tynant. Orzov. Tynant back to Terzagulov, and a second goal from Kazakhstan, but it's a mistake at the back from Lithuania that's cost them. And finally, Kazakhstan have got a second goal, but it's no disappointment at the back for Lithuania. It's a little slip initially. And then Terzagulov really couldn't miss from there. So Kazakhstan now lead by 2-0. Terzagulov, who was on the mark in that 6-1 win over Costa Rica on Sunday, gets another goal here. He was very vocal leading up to that goal, Paulo Figueroa. Hearing from up in our position in the stand, shouting out the instructions. He's a slightly quieter man, Yevgen Rivkin, but he'll be disappointed he side conceded in the manner in which they've conceded as well. Just a slight error at the back, but there might be a chance here. Good save, Higuita again. Samsonic was claiming he was having his shirt tugged as he made his way into the penalty area. Got possession back off Douglas Jr. Good save by Higuita. Stayed big, didn't go to ground. Spatinis. Orazov. Driven into the side netting. Just over 10 minutes to go in the second period. Kazakhstan, as it stands, would be going through to the round of 16. Second successive edition they would have made the knockout stages. Tynan. Corner conceded by Vosganovic. Tynan with the corner. Douglas Jr. Good save, Zagaris. Orazov. Douglas Jr. Terzagulov might find a way back to Douglas Jr. They're getting bodies in the way, Lithuania, at the moment. First time ball from Tynan to Terzagulov, had plenty of pace on it. Some miscontrol by the Kazakhstan number 12. Orazov. Timeout called by Lithuania. So we will have a minute of tactics from both coaches. Yevgen Rivkin, the man calling the timeout. One timeout per half per team, of course. So this is his timeout used for the second period.
Играем, сейчас опять переходим на 2 четверти. Пытаемся отыграть 2 четверти. Держим то, что было. Ищем свою контратаку.
Justinas Jagurskis, the captain, said that they proved a few people wrong in that first game, showing that they can compete. Everybody, to use his words, they said they would be cannon fodder. But they just made one more mistake than Venezuela in that opening match. And it was an error here that's cost them that second goal, really, as well. Possession given away in a dangerous position in front of goal, and well, Kazakhstan will punish you if that happens. So this is Zagurskis. Out off Orazov. It's Lithuania kick in, taken by Yukno. Goalkeeper did his well to block, got to the edge of his area, claiming he should have had a foul. Terzagulov unable to capitalise. Zagaris. Zagurskis rather. Shot across goal from Zenzikas. Just going wide. Hit with pace, but just wide of that post. Terzagulov, Tynan, Terzagulov! Deflected over the top. It looked to be a certain goal there for Kazakhstan, but it's great defending again from Lithuania. Nice little ball back in by Tynan, and it's just flicked up off Ramaris. Tynan on the volley, and wide of the target. Shot counts up to, well, approaching 50 now for Kazakhstan. Yukno, give it away again. Terzagulov can't capitalise. Another shot goes wide, and another chance to increase their advantage is missed by Kazakhstan. Another header from Spitinis, straight into the arms of Higita. Tokayev is back on again for his second spell of action. Orazov. Tokayev. Douglas Jr. gets it back to Tokayev. So Kazakhstan leading by 2-0. Tynan in the first minute, Terzagulov in the second period. Spitinis. Well, the home fans would love to see their side get at least a goal. Just give them something to cheer. They've come out in good numbers again to support their team tonight. Darren Diayev with the kick in. Lithuania still trying to work their way through here. It's well over the top though from Vosgunovic. Zagaris has been their biggest threat, the goalkeeper, to be honest. He was looking for another shot a moment or so ago, but ended up having to pass rather than have an effort on goal. This is Tokayev. Forward by Spitinis. Now Tokayev. Balakov, man who thought he'd scored, but video support ruled that the ball hadn't completely crossed the line. Another good save, Zagaris from Yezmaninov. Kazakhstan corner. The volley from Yezmaninov. Back to Higita. Yezmaninov. Balakov did well, was strong to retain possession. Tokayev. Nurgazin. Yes, Manonov again. Another good block, this time by Spatinis. Yes, Manonov. Nurgazin. Higita. Tokayev. Balakov back to goal. Good turn. Great finish. There's the quality in the Kazakhstan side. And it's a third goal. Albert Akbalakov makes it 3-0. Good turn, turned away from his man. Bukma just showed him the outside, but quality with that shot on the turn. So with 5 minutes to go, well, under 5 minutes to go now, Kazakhstan lead by 3-0. So Lithuania will start again. Zagurskis' shot, Rimaris' shot rather, after Zagurskis' pass is slightly deflected through to Higita. Here's Manonov. Tokayev. Balakov. Blocked away for another corner. Yes, Manonov. Hit firmly, good save by Zagaris. By Masenis, by the way, they've changed their goalkeeper, Lithuania, so it was Masenis rather than Zagaris that made the save. First time we've seen Masenis in any form. Zagurskis. It's going to be Kazakhstan's ball. It just went out off Rimaris. Struck really well. It's a good save by the goalkeeper. Zagurskis. Rimaris. Rimaris caught in possession. Nurgazin. There's Tokayev. Gita happy to come forward again. Here's Manonov. Working the ball left to right at the moment, and then back again. Higita. Here's Manonov. Tokayev caught in possession but recovers well. Orazov. It's given away by Nurgas in, but Lithuania couldn't capitalise and mount any meaningful attack. They might have a chance here. It's out off Orazov again. Tuzagulov well inside the final 2 minutes now. Kazakhstan heading through to the round of 16. Lithuania know they will have to win their last match against Costa Rica to stand a chance of going through as one of the best third-place teams. Even 3 points might not be enough. This will be the first group to be concluded in 3 days' time, so there will be a nervous wait while the other groups are finished. Orazov. Tynan. Here's Mananov. Shoots wide again. One last push for Lithuania, maybe, to try and get themselves a goal. Kazakhstan have had 52 shots on goal, by the way, 15 of them on target. 3 goals to show. Orazov. Have they got another one in them here? Flashes wide. Tuzagulov. Spatinis. Good save, Higuita again. There's a uncanny knack of being in the right place at the right time, Leo Higuita. Another disappointing night for Lithuania. Verde-Amarela out with the goalkeeper's jersey on now, so the flying goalkeeper being used by Lithuania. Verde-Amarela went for the side foot, just wide. Well, it would have only been a consolation, but it would have been something to cheer for the home fans who've got behind their team tonight, but Kazakhstan obviously much higher rated in the world. Zagurskas, nice quick feet. Is there another chance? Higuita's going to get this one away as the hooter goes. So Kazakhstan go through to the round of 16. It's not to be today for Lithuania. They'll have one more chance to try and get a victory in their final game here in 3 days' time. They frustrated Lithuania for Kazakhstan for long periods. Tynan, Tuzagulov and Akbalakov with the goals. Full-time here in Kaunas. Lithuania 0, Kazakhstan 3. Well, there were tears when they lost to that last-minute goal at the weekend. Not so tonight. They warmly applaud the supporters. The two coaches, Yevgen Rivkin, I'm sure wishing his counterpart luck, Paulo Figueroa. Lithuania have one more game to go to try and extend their run in this course, extend their stay in the competition. Likewise, Costa Rica will be looking to do the same.
Жомарт, бүгінгі жеңіс құтты болсын. Әлем чемпионатында алғаш рет алаңға шықтың. Жалпы бүгін ойын қалай болды?
Рахмет, Аллаға шүкір. Біріншіден бүгінгі жеңісті барлық қазақстандықтармен құттықтаймын. Қазақстандықтарды бүгінгі жеңіспен Аллаға шүкір. Ойын жақсы болды деп ойлаймын. Тренердің айтқанын барлығын установкада айтқан нәрселерін орындадық деп ойлаймын. Соның себебінен ұттық.
Бүгін жас болсаң да алғаш рет сені бапкер алаңға шығарды, сенде алаңда қобалжу болған жоқ па?
Жоқ, ондай қобалжу болған жоқ. Мен ойын алдында дайын жүргем, шығарса мен ойнаймын деп, ойынды көрсетем деп.
Қарсыластың ойынына баға беріп өтсең?
Қарсылас өте жақсы команда, олар өздерінің алаңдарында ойнап отыр. Осындай өздерінің жанкүйерлерімен бізге біраз қиынырақ болды. Олар өз алаңында ойнап отыр. Но біздің де жанкүйерлеріміз бар, Қазақстан деп айғайлап отқан, өздеріңіз де көріп отқан шығарсыздар. Оларға да мыңда бір рахмет. Солардың арқасында біз ұттық деп ойлаймын.
Көп рахмет.
Жақсы.
Во-первых, поздравляю вас с победой. В первой игре было сложно забить первый мяч, а во второй игре второй мяч. Почему так было?
Ну, я думаю, что мы играли против обороны зоны, которая нам дала поиграть. А мы первый гол уже забыли очень быстро. И это нам дало какой-то слабинку, да. Но мы знали, мы контролировали всю игру, мы знали, что можно просто чуть-чуть больше включать обороты. И у нас результат будет. Все равно это футболисты есть. Понимаете? И они понимают это. Поэтому я думаю, что нормально. Самое главное, что мы играли на ноль. Играли на ноль, и это приятно. Это то, что все команды хотят наиграть и не пропустить гол.
Спасибо.
Спасибо, что приехал. Увидимся. Созвонимся еще. Саня, захотите в субботу приехать еще? Пиши. Ну. Вот.
Egidijau, rezultatas neįtin džiuginantis, bet turbūt negalėtų niekas paprikaištauti, kad vyrai šiandien nesistengė.
Taip, kovojom iš visų jėgų, gaila keletą momentų nepasisekė. Prie 1-0 turėjom puikią progą, jie džiaugiasi įvarčių, bet mes turėjom progą, pataikėm į viršatkę, į viršutinę štangą. Būtų 1-1, nežinia, kaip būtų pasibaigę varžybos. Tikrai vyrai kovojo iš visos jėgos, atidavė save visą.
Kaip tu galvoji, ko pritrūko šiandien, įskaičiuojant ir tas neišnaudotos progas, kurių beje tu turbūt turėjai dvi realiausias, ar ne, jeigu taip pažiūrėti?
Taip, turėjau progų, tiesiog pritrūko galbūt sėkmės.
Šansų vis dar yra patekti į kitą etapą, kaip tu matai, žiūrėdamas į tas paskutinėsias lemiamas rungtynės. Turėjai galimybę stebėti Kostarikos žaidimą?
Taip, stebėjom Kostarikos varžybas. Aš manau, kad tikrai mūsų rankose visi šansai ir tik nuo mūsų viskas priklauso.
Kągi, palinkėsim, kad sėkmė kitose rungtynėse jau šypsotųsi Fortuna mūsų komandai.
Ačiū Jums. Viso.
Результат 0-3. Самой игрой или отрезками вы были довольны сегодня?
Ну, я это смогу сказать, когда посмотрю видео. Пока результат 0-3. Понятно, я реально оцениваю положение дел на сегодняшний день. Можно сказать, мы играли с грандом. Вот. Что-то получилось, что-то нет. Надо смотреть игру и делать выводы. Пока все, что могу сказать.
Но ваша судьба вашей сборной еще в ваших руках. У вас остается одна решающая игра. Как вы, с каким настроем подойдете к этой игре? И какая команда Коста-Рика? Что она может предложить?
Я уже говорил о том, что мы идем от матча к матчу. Сейчас перед нами матч с Коста-Рикой. Коста-Рика быстрая, техничная команда. Я думаю, они предложат нам быстрый футзал и комбинационный. Будем думать, что им противопоставить.
Удачи.
Спасибо
большое.
So here are the stats from that 3-0 win for Kazakhstan. 63% possession they had of the ball, 55 shots on goal, 16 of them on target for Kazakhstan, 27, 8 on target for Lithuania. 13 saves made by the combined goalkeepers Zigaris and Masenis, 8 saves made by Higita, just the 9 fouls in the game and the 1 yellow card for Bukma. Confirmation of the goal scorers. Tynan's goal came just 24 seconds into the match right at the start. Turzagulov made it 2 in the second period, and Albert Akbalakov, who had a goal ruled out with video support, ruling the ball hadn't crossed the line, finally got his name on the score sheet with 4 minutes to go. So after 2 games each in the group, confirmation that Kazakhstan and Venezuela are both into the round of 16. Lithuania and Costa Rica play each other here in their next game in 3 days' time. 3 points may be enough to see one of those 2 teams through as one of the best third-place teams. 4 third-place teams go through. So the host nation, Lithuania, in Cannes, is looking to cause an upset against a side ranked considerably higher in the world, having lost their opening game in heartbreaking fashion against Venezuela in the last match. Kazakhstan put 6 past Costa Rica, and this was always going to be a tough ask. Kazakhstan ranked 7 in the world, Lithuania 91st, and they fell behind just 24 seconds in the host nation. Tynan, who'd scored 2 on Sunday, getting another right at the start. Not the start Lithuania wanted. And Kazakhstan, well, they continue to enjoy possession. Plenty of shots on goal. Orozov hit the underside of the bar. Coach knew that there was plenty of time to go. Orozov denied again, and it was the goalkeeper, Zigaris, who used his improvisation to try and put pressure on, but just that 1 goal in it at half-time. Second half, there was the shot from Akbalakov that they went to video support, believing the ball had crossed the line. Zigaris hit the bar, but they couldn't prove conclusively that the whole of the ball had crossed the line. So video support ruled the goal out, and it stayed at 1-0. There was an error at the other end, though, that ultimately cost Lithuania a second goal as they gave the ball away. Turzagulov finally finding a way through. Had been denied a couple of times by Zigaris earlier in the game, but Doran Turzagulov, who also scored at the weekend, getting his second goal of this Futsal World Cup. Lithuania kept pressing, they never let their heads drop, and Higita a couple of times had to come to the rescue as the last line of defence. Kazakhstan always had that little bit more in the locker, and a brilliant shot and turn by Akbalakov made it 3 with just under 5 minutes to go. There was no way back for Lithuania from there. Great shot, great goal, and a comprehensive win for Kazakhstan, who are now through to the round of 16. So, double-header of Group A matches today. Kazakhstan and Venezuela, will see them again and then again in the round of 16. Lithuania desperately need a win in their next match if they're to stay in the competition. From us all in Cannes, it's bye for now.